So however they're queuing, she'll queue me on the whole side.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able for the mace and flag procession to the stage. You may be seated during the faculty and graduate procession into the arena.
Good morning. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being with us here today. I'm John Coleman. I'm the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, and it is my great pleasure to welcome parents and families, supporters and friends to this very special day. As well as our distinguished guests on the stage, I will ask them to just wave perhaps as I call their name so you can see them. We have Regent Abdul Omari, University Senior Vice President for Finance and Operations, Brian Burnett, and Vice Provost and Dean of Undergraduate Education, Robert McMaster. And while I do appreciate the standing ovation during my entire address, you can all sit down at this point. Those welcomes were all very important, but I do have one more welcome I would like to make. That is, welcome to the class of 2018 to the rest of your life. This is a great day, and to start our program, we have a special guest. You won't find her name in your program, but you will find her name in the halls of power here in Minnesota and in Washington, D.C., Senator Amy Klobuchar. Elected in 2006, Senator Klobuchar is the senior U.S. Senator and first woman elected from the state of Minnesota to the U.S. Senate. Prior to her time in the U.S. Senate, Senator Klobuchar served as Hennepin County Attorney for 8 years. In the U.S. Senate, support for higher education has been one of Senator Klobuchar's highest priorities, including working on issues related to student debt and financial aid. It is my honor to introduce Senator Amy Klobuchar.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dean. Thank you to all of you, class of 2018, on this beautiful day. Happy Mother's Day. You know, my daughter actually graduated from college last year, and I remember the pride, but I also remember the panic, the lost mortarboard, that happened to us, the lost diploma, and I lost the in-laws that actually happened, but I found them. So when I hear this music and see all of you, you fantastic graduates and faculty members walk out, it always brings me back to a moment for me where I was afraid I was going to trip with similar music, and that was when I was county attorney, and at the very last minute I was invited to the White House to introduce then President Clinton about some crime legislation. And I was standing outside of the East Room with the president at my side, and they started playing, huge room filled with cameras and people, they started playing that song, Hail to the Chief. Da, 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 you know that song? And I just start walking in there, and all of a sudden I feel this big hand on my shoulder, and this voice says, I know you're gonna do great out there, but when they play that song, I usually go first. That happened to me, so anything that happens to you guys today will be better than that. So I love the U of M. My husband got his degree here, and so did my dad. And it is fair to say that I wouldn't be here without the power of education. My grandpa was an iron ore miner up on the Iron Range, and he had to leave 6th grade to go work in the mines and support his 8 brothers and sisters. But he saved money in a coffee can to send my dad to college. My mom got her public school degree over in Wisconsin and taught 2nd grade until she was 70 years old. And I stand before you today as the granddaughter of an iron ore miner, the daughter of a teacher and a journalist with a University of Minnesota degree, and the first woman elected to the United States Senate from the state of Minnesota. That is the power of education and family and teachers. You are graduating from a first-class university at both a challenging and an exciting time. Challenging because of the economic and international and political upheaval, exciting because of all the technological advancements, endless career possibilities, cures within reach. And as I look around me today, I have no doubt you're prepared for this. Now, I did want to talk about one thing, being the parent of a millennial, kind of Generation Z, generational kid, and that is the bad rap you guys get sometimes. Listen to this. CBS News, blame millennials for the vanishing bar of soap. You know why? Because you guys are smart enough to use liquid soap instead. The Economist asks rather desperately, why isn't this generation buying diamonds? Maybe they need to see your student loans, okay? The New York Post has my all-time favorite. Millennials have officially ruined brunch. Now, I personally never make fun of your generation. Why? As I said, I have my daughter. I have an office that's practically run by people of your generation. And I've seen your passion for making our world a better place. Don't take my word for it. Studies show that this generation is more diverse, more inclusive, more globally minded, and this is really important for your parents to hear. Studies have actually shown that your generation works as hard, if not harder, than the generations before you. So when I look out into this crowd of students, I don't worry about the future of soap or brunch or diamond rings. I don't worry about the future of this country because I know you're ready to take what you've learned to do the very best you can. And in your hands, our nation's future looks bright. One last story, because that's what you do when you stop by. But this is a good one. It's about baseball. It's not about the Twins, though. So last year, I heard Theo Epstein, the president of the Chicago Cubs, tell the story of Game 7 of the 2016 World Series. The Cubs were 4 outs away from their first World Series titles in 108 years. Literally, people were putting the radios on their ancestors' graves so they could hear the game in the cemeteries. That's a true story. So there they were in this great game, and they blow a 3-run lead, and the game is going into extra innings, and then there's a rain delay. During rain delays, as you athletes know, players sometimes hit the lockers, sit by themselves, focus on what went wrong, engrossed in their own worlds. Well, Game 7 was different. The Cubs had the full burden of history on their shoulders. He watched from the hallway, and he watched them make a choice not to separate, not to bemoan what had happened, but to come together. There they were, instead of blaming each other, they had a discussion, and it wasn't led by a superstar. It was led by the guy who was having a terrible year at bat, the worst season of his career. He led that discussion. They went back and forth talking about how they were going to do this together, win or lose, and they went back out, and they rallied, and they won. The message? Some of us will go through our careers with our heads down, focused on ourselves, maybe looking at our iPhone too much, and climbing the next rung of our own ladders. Others will go through our lives with our heads up as part of something bigger than ourselves. Our veterans out there know what I'm talking about. We will be aware, we will embrace each other no matter how different we are, and we will put our collective interests in front of our own priorities. And that's what I hope you will do. Not every time, but enough to make a difference. This is because with your education, you're going to be role models. People will listen to you. They will look up to you. Your U of M education has prepared you for this. It's taught you to reach out to people across town, across racial lines, across religious lines, and even across political lines. And we need you right now to do that. So whether it's welcoming students from other parts of the world, going into jobs where you sell American products proudly to the rest of the world, you must be leaders for the simple principle that getting to know people that may not be exactly like you is a really good thing. That working with people from other countries doesn't diminish who we are as Americans, it strengthens us. The truth is that as a society, we can amass great wealth and develop the most advanced technologies. But choosing to help others and to improve the world we live in, that's what really matters. And that begins with you as you launch your lives after you leave this place today. With your education, your drive, your commitment, you can and you will be the guardian angels to so many people that you meet. In fact, maybe some people you will never meet. It may mean choosing to volunteer. It may be choosing a career that will make a difference. It may mean simply a kind word, a momentary decision, a gesture, defending someone when they need it. That's what this is about. We are asking you to be the guardian angels of our country. I know it's a lot on your shoulders and some pretty heavy wings, but I know you are ready to be bold, to lead, and to fly. Congratulations, class of 2018. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Senator Klobuchar, for those very, very, very inspiring and moving comments. It was a great honor for us to have you with us today. Graduates, I want you now to take a moment to honor some special people. You and I both know that you did not get here without the support and encouragement of people close to you. Now first, commencement is a special day, and today, commencement happens to follow on a special day as well for another reason. May I ask all of the mothers here on the floor, on the stage, and in the stands to please stand if you are able so that we can thank you on Mother's Day for all that you do. We also want to thank the community that has played an important part in getting you here today. Your friends and families, your professors and advisors, they have provided patience, understanding, and support. And maybe sometimes a little prodding and a little nudging, but always a great deal of encouragement. Graduates, let's give all of them a round of applause. Thank you to our families and advisors. So isn't it funny? 20 seconds of silence, and people started to wonder, did the microphone turn off? Has he forgotten the rest of his speech? Does he need to go backstage and get something? And that's quite indicative of the world that we live in today, where every waking moment we have information coming at us, calls and social media, emails demanding our attention, a huge list of saved posts and articles that you set aside online, but you know in your heart you'll never really have a chance to read them, but it's good to have them bookmarked and favorited in any case. It's no wonder that quiet is sometimes the best way to get people's attention, that the absence of something is what makes you sit down and take notice. So now that I have your attention after some silence, let me ask you to do something. Imagine a world without the liberal arts. Imagine a world dominated by text, abbreviations, and hashtags, but without the study of language or writing or public speaking. Imagine a world in crisis without an understanding of political science or psychology. Imagine nations facing financial collapse without the understanding of economics. Imagine our communities in search of meaning and beauty without music, theater, dance, or art. Imagine democracies seeking to thrive without an awareness of history or philosophy. That would be a society without the liberal arts. And in its absence, in that quiet, what would you have? Well, we face a society where the value of a liberal arts education is often questioned. I'm sure some of you have heard things along the way like, what are you going to do with your liberal arts degree? Or, it's a waste of time. Or snarky comments like, you're going to end up working temp jobs for the rest of your life. But you and I know that is not true. All of the evidence shows us, all of the history of our 140,000 alumni show us that you're much more likely to become doctors or analysts or to go out and start businesses of your own. Many studies prove exactly that point. Employers consistently tell us that liberal arts graduates are among the best employees and leaders because you have great analytical and critical thinking skills, because you're well-versed in applied problem solving and teamwork, because you're entrepreneurial and flexible, and your communication and leadership skills are second to none. What it comes down to is this: a liberal arts education gives you tremendous advantages for life after college, especially in today's world that is global, hyper-connected, and in constant flux. And Senator Klobuchar's comments made that point as well. So today, you graduate as ambassadors of the power of the liberal arts. You are walking, talking proof of the impact and power of this model of education. You'll prove its benefits not just in your own lives and careers, but in how you affect the people around you. Because ultimately, that's what a liberal arts education offers societies that embrace it. Thoughtful, skilled citizens who can transform organizations, industries, and communities, who do the most good they can do for others, who lead with compassion and vision and empathy. You will be the ones who will say, wait a minute, didn't we try that before and it didn't work? Or, are we even asking the right question? Or, I've thought of a new way to tackle this problem. You'll do those things not in spite of, but because of the liberal arts education you received here. You've taken classes in areas that were entirely new to you, in fields that you didn't even know existed 4 years ago when you arrived at the University of Minnesota. You've worked with students and professors from around the world. You've learned how to look at both sides of an issue. You have, in fact, become 21st century leaders. Now, I asked you to consider the quiet of a world without the liberal arts and what that would look like. But let's flip the lenses for a moment. As liberal arts graduates, what will you bring to the world? Well, with your knowledge of literature, languages, and communications, you'll synthesize and prioritize all that information that everyone is bombarded with. With your studies in sociology, religion, and economics, you'll tackle the most difficult challenges that face societies today. With your training in journalism, anthropology, and the arts, you'll help people understand the world around them and learn how to act to move things forward. And with your drive, your appetite for discovery, and the desire to make the world a better place, you will, as Senator Klobuchar said, be an inspiration for us all. You will be the ones who create the solutions and the opportunities of the future. You will be the ones who get people to stop and to think and to listen. I extend to you and your family my very warmest congratulations and my best wishes for what we know will be your brilliant future. Congratulations. Nothing gives me more pleasure on Commencement Day than to recognize the outstanding achievements of CLA's talented students. And so it is a special treat to introduce our student speaker, Crystal McMillan. Born and raised in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, Crystal is the daughter of parents from Trinidad who sowed the seeds of resilience in her from an early age. Crystal's journey to this, her graduation day, is testament to that resilience. She began college at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, but after her parents passed away, Crystal started a family, and finishing school seemed like a distant option. She began working, but quickly realized that she needed a college degree to do everything that she wanted to do. She returned to school determined to come out ahead. After transferring to CLA after earning her associate's degree, Crystal majored in Sociology of Law, Criminology, and Deviance with a minor in African American and African Studies. In her time here, she has earned recognition as a resident council speaker and as a community liaison for single mothers in the community. She plans to continue her education and attend law school to become an attorney. Her long-term goal is to establish a school that will give teens and young adults the skills and resilience they need in order to succeed, just like her parents taught her. Crystal is the proud mother of 4-year-old Luciana, who has already seen her mother accomplish great things. Please join me in welcoming a remarkable young woman and mother, Crystal McMillan.
Good morning. Good morning, Dean Coleman, Regent Amari, Vice Provost, McMaster, faculty, graduates, and families. Also, a happy Mother's Day, and I'd like to give a shout out to my mother, Larice Martha Alkins McMillan. She is the only angel I know that walked this earth, and she's my beauty and my strength, and this is for her. Our personal journeys matter. How we got to this point today, on May 13th, 2018, matters. Our past experience has helped to mold who we are today. Some of us are finishing our bachelor's degrees, not just for ourselves, but for our moms, dads, brothers, sisters, grandparents, and all the others who couldn't. They have shown us what the struggle without a diploma looks like. They have supported us through our journey, and now it is time to celebrate together. We have earned our degrees and paved a new path for others to follow. Because, in the words of Drake, Yes, I said Drake. The most influential Canadian rapper of the 21st century, people. We started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here, baby. I ain't did real from the jump. Oh. Sorry, got a little lost right there. Our experiences shape our perspectives. My experience at the University of Minnesota has given me a place to express the knowledge I've learned, as well as an opportunity to challenge new ideas and theories, not just in the classroom, but in the world. I've gained empathy into topics I would have never explored on my own. When I walked through the doors on the first day of class, I was scared. To be honest, I was petrified. I was a University of Minnesota student, but I also was a single mother, a full-time worker. I fully understood the odds were stacked against me. But look at me now. Look at us now. There are plenty of people who are not graduating with us today. Have faith that we will see them again soon, because a perfect path to graduation doesn't exist. And graduates, remember, after you leave here, a perfect path to success doesn't have to be straight or a perfect line either. A perfect world doesn't exist. Sometimes detours are necessary to your ultimate success. Remember that. The next step in life are now in your own hands. The best advice I can give you is to go out there with your head held high and don't be afraid to fail. Fail at as many things as you can. Go state to state and fail. Get your family and your friends and go fail together. Because if you don't, you can't thrive. Let me give you an example. Do you think Kevin Garnett got to be the only NBA player to score at least 25,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 5,000 assists, 1,500 steals, and 1,500 blocks without failing? No. He went out there and hit that pavement, and he failed sometimes. KG looked for the gains in everything that he did. He took those lessons and pushed past it when it didn't work out. Because what did he have to lose? What do you have to lose? What I want to impress on all of you in attendance today, graduates, faculty, friends, family, is to think about the gains in everything you do. Failure is a natural destination on your path to success. Graduates, when you start sending out those resumes, don't be discouraged by the struggle to find a job. Because the struggle is real, folks. when you have children and you start a family, don't be afraid to embrace and try new things. Critically think about how your failures affect you. Take that lesson, then push past it. Not just for yourself, but to be a role model to your children and those around you. Show everyone that failure does not define you. Failure is a badge of resilience that you will wear proudly at the end of your goal. And I'm telling you, I got enough badges that can fit on a Leatherman's jacket, people. Today, I stand before you, a University of Minnesota 2018 graduate. I'm not scared. I am not petrified. I'm still a single mother, a full-time worker, and I'm still pushing against those odds, baby. Push with me, class of 2018. Push with me against the odds. Push with me against fear, shame. Push with me against systemic discrimination and challenges. Let's put our agendas together as one. We will see times of failure on this path. That is a guarantee. But I'm confident that our journeys will end in even greater success if we push together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Crystal. At Commencement, we celebrate the achievements and the promise of students who will become tomorrow's leaders, entrepreneurs, creative artists, and public servants like Crystal and all of you. We also invite as keynote speakers people who model the highest ideals of leadership, public service, creativity. It is my great honor and pleasure to introduce such a person as today's keynote speaker. David Gerbitz graduated from the College of Liberal Arts at the University of Minnesota with a BA in Speech Communication in 1994. Today, he is the Chief Operating Officer for Pandora Media, one of the country's largest media streaming services organizations. At Pandora, David is responsible for driving growth across core business units, including partner and platform operations, advertising operations, and information technology. Prior to Pandora, David held executive roles at both Yahoo as Vice President for North America and Microsoft as General Manager of Operations. While at Microsoft, David was honored by Bill Gates with the Chairman's Award for Excellence. Earlier in his career, David held senior leadership positions at Amazon, helping grow the business from books to multiple product lines and extending Amazon's reach internationally. David's career has been built on scaling organizations in hyper-dynamic environments and taking products and platforms to market in the digital media industry. But his vocational focus has been developing leaders, a passion that he credits to his undergraduate studies under his favorite University of Minnesota professor, Dr. George Shapiro of Speech Communications. In addition to his role at Pandora, David is on the board of AdsWiz, a leading audio platform company. He is the strategic advisor to Threaded Tales, a mission-based fashion brand committed to the advancement of women and the education of children in Haiti. And he regularly coaches and speaks publicly with the aim of enabling leaders to cultivate their best selves to influence the organizations they serve. Please welcome David Gerbitz.
All right. Now, I am your last speaker, standing between this stage and your opportunity to get a degree. So I'm going to be what, a couple hours? Is that going to work for everybody? No, I'll be brief. I'm going to ask you to call back to me though, because I do have one question for you. Class of 2018, are you ready? I'm going to do it again. That was good. Class of 2018, are you ready? All right, and parents and family, are you ready? Well, you know what that was? They want you to get a job. So they're like, oh, we're very ready. Okay. I know you're ready too. And we're going to talk about that in a second, but first, thank you, Dean Coleman, College of Liberal Arts faculty, Senator Klobuchar, Honorable Regent Omari, alumni, family and friends, and of course, you, the bright and the beautiful class of 2018. Now look, I know I'm not exactly a household name, so I'll give you a few facts on me. For the record, I work for Pandora, the music company, not Pandora, the jewelry company. Did not get a career in bracelets, but not that there's anything wrong with that. I grew up in small towns in Wisconsin. Anyone here from Oregon, Wisconsin? Or Hudson, Wisconsin? Oh, hey. Okay. And one thing that we all have in common with each other, right, is for college, there was no question. We chose this place, the spirit of the golden and the maroon, the great University of Minnesota. Now, since day one, I have loved it here. From my first day, I remember I set foot, I think I was on the 7th floor of Middlebrook Hall. I think it was the smelly guy's floor. I was an RA at Sanford Hall. Like many of you, I've nursed a few hangovers at Elle's Breakfast. Oh. I knew a hangover joke would wake somebody up. I Sky You Mod. I think you rowed your boat. And I lived large, and I hope you did too. But the truth is, I never made it to my own graduation, and I don't even remember why something so incredibly important never happened. It was a missed opportunities. And to be honest, for decades, my mother has questioned if I have even graduated at all. Have I graduated at all? So today's obviously extra special because guess what? My mom is in the audience to finally see her son on this stage. Boom. In my full regalia, because I just need to say regalia, and my side pony here. And so, you know, there we go, Mom. It's proof that I have graduated. I know we've already wished our mothers a happy Mother's Day today, but I would also like to wish happy Mother's Day to every memory of a mom that also couldn't be here today. Now, graduates, take this day in. You did it. Some of you are amongst a legacy of other graduates in your family, and nearly a quarter of you, this is your first generation moment. And this is staggering. There are 31 countries represented here today. That's right. And I also want to give a big thank you and shout out to our veterans who are also graduating today. All right, while I am honored and very humbled to be here, I have to confess something. Ooh, this speech is a little terrifying, soul-crushing, actually. And I was struggling, and it's because it's challenging to figure out what advice to give you when we all live very different lives and paths and experiences. But for what it's worth, I'm going to offer you some brief perspective that I wish I had at your age, and that I also think is relevant at this age. Specifically, some thoughts on purpose at work, meaning in your life, and connection for a better world. Okay, quickly, let's talk a little bit about work and purpose. And I agree with Dean Coleman. There is very good news. You have every reason to have a lot of confidence. The workforce is changing, and it is trending towards the very capabilities that you have earned and that you have developed here. The future is tipping to the right-brainers, the creators, the meaning makers, the empathizers. As Daniel Pink says, the big picture capabilities of the new, more conceptual age. No matter what your profession, these liberal arts capabilities, frankly, these componentry of character, empathy, self-awareness, problem-solving, imagination, leadership, I am telling you, these are the skills that employers value. I should know I'm an employer. This is what differentiates you in your career. So you should have confidence in your education. It is absolutely in alignment with the future. Now, the pressure of getting a job is one thing, but I often hear the sheer panic that you must hurry up and find your purpose. And I hear you, but you should really know this: you are not in a purpose crisis. Really, if you do not know who you are in the world of work today, congratulations, you are right on schedule. Today, you are celebrating what you've earned, which is an opportunity to explore meaningful work in your life. So give yourself permission to do exactly that. I remember after graduation, I was a total mess. I felt like I was supposed to know exactly what my purpose was in this world, and frankly, I had no clue. But at the time, I got some very simple and very good advice: to just explore my interests and go in that direction. And I am telling you, that is all you need to do. This is the key. Go towards the things that energize you more than they deplete you. You will know what those things are. If you go towards what energizes you, excellence will certainly follow. Now, for me, at your age, which is about 700 years ago, I knew what lit me up. I knew what fascinated me. Now, you're going to think I'm a total geek here, but it came directly from my student leadership experience and my degree program. I was obsessed with leadership: how leaders lead, why followers follow, how organizations and teams achieve and how they fail. And so I just simply pointed myself in those directions. That's it. The university gave me my first job in student affairs. Soon after, I muscled my way into roles. I think I was in HR organization at the St. Paul companies, and then off to Microsoft, and then off to Amazon when they just sold books. Now, quickly over time came a career trajectory that lifted from other functions, from sales to service to operations, big operations at Yahoo, from US jobs to global jobs. Every job was a leap of faith, with totally new risks, complete failures. Oh man, did I have some failures. And some rewards. Some of my success was luck, some of it was hard work, but frankly, some of it was privilege. I just had a willingness to step into the unknown and go towards areas I liked, and I went for the ride. Even though I didn't know where the path would lead, I said yes anyway, and so should you. And today, I don't know how this happened, but somehow I get to be an executive at a leading music streaming company. What? Right? Or as my friends like to call it, an executive of mixtapes. By the way, put your Spotify away. You know, part of living your purpose isn't just your work, it's also what organizations you align yourself to and who you work for. I went to work for Pandora because it is a very purpose-driven company. We understand music is universal, it is transcendent. We work very hard to make sure that we give everyone the perfect listening experience, but we also believe in the power of the music makers, of the creators, and we work hard to give them a platform to be discovered and to reach masses of audiences. The point is, purpose actually lives in your soul, and it is activated from the experiences that energize you. Have the confidence to explore what grabs you, what interests you. Meaningful work will follow, and I promise you, it will pull you towards your purpose. Now, I once knew a healer who in the end couldn't heal himself. He wasn't rewarded with the soft old age. Unfortunately, he died tragically. And he died tragically at his own hands. He brought great comfort to many, but the noisy part in his soul wore his time to an end too soon. He lived in great service to others as a Marine to his country, as a pastor to his community, devoted to his family, and he was my dad. Now, ever since I received that painful phone call 17 years ago came a complete shift in how I see living, and it is this: our time is very limited. Be intentional. Be very intentional to fill up meaning in your life. You know, the poets understand this. Certainly my favorite, Mary Oliver, does. She has a final line in the poem A Summer Day that says, "Tell me, what is it you intend to do with your one wild and precious life?" And that's it. It's that simple. Ms. Oliver is challenging us to create our meaning, and it is much harder than it looks. True confession, I probably underutilized nearly a quarter of my life's potential. Lost to needless worry, negativity, and distraction. Time that I absolutely could have better enjoyed in the present moment. Sadly, this is a wisdom that doesn't really come to us until we've developed age spots. And unfortunately today for you, there is more noise and more negativity than ever, and it is pulling us away from what matters most in our lives. Think of those constant multi-moment distractions that busy our minds, the messages that instigate fear, they bubble up insecurity for us to make us feel inadequate. We are a tweet away from a shame spiral. Today we are tricked into managing our self-image much more than we are developing our self-awareness. Anger is now news. Truth is in question. Our political tribalism is growing, and it is deeply dangerous. We seek to be right more than we seek to understand. Look, every generation has challenges, but I think yours is going to include the need to manage your noise. Manage the distractions, the negativity that bombards you, that you consume, that you internalize or perpetuate. Noises that steal meaning from you every day. And I get it, we are very, very busy. But the question you have to ask is if you can make more time for your joys, where we hum, where we radiate, where we better prioritize what we value first, to drop into our hearts, to be in the present, in the quiet, in between of our lives. You know, I have my dad's moments stored vividly in my own heart, watching him stand endlessly on a frozen deer hunting stand, fishing forever on a glassy lake, that adventurous yet soft spirit. And I have my own favorite simple moments myself, my fiance Josh and I, sitting on our rocking chairs at our country home, watching our dog thunder off into the fields. I realize I made us sound about 93 years old there. Gays don't talk about their rocking chairs very often, but welcome to my life. It's true. Look, it's not lost on me that my favorite hum, where absolutely no noise is allowed, centers with family and with nature. What are your moments? That is a question I don't think at your age we ask enough. Truly, are you prepared to figure that out and spend more time visiting special moments in your life? Do me a favor, let's limit the static in our life. Give yourself more of your own meaningful stories and learn to find them everywhere. Now, I'm going to close with just a few thoughts on connection because I think this is so important in our world today, and it's been referenced a few times. I believe you have an absolutely incredible opportunity to advance yourself and to advance others by leading with more compassion. You might not have heard of Humberto Maturana. He's the Chilean biologist, and he's around today. And among his body of work, he concludes, love is not cultural, Rather, it is biological. Love is the one emotion that expands our intelligence. It is the conservation of our human beingness, and it is the ultimate ground of our source and our recovery. This is biology. This is not your woo-woo and unicorns love stuff. We are biologically wired for connection, and yet I think we can all agree pretty much everywhere we are disconnecting. Look, the love we're talking about here is the affection that fuels our compassion, our ability to feel with others on other sides of the issues, to feel with those not in our comfort zones. Now, if a love speech is turning me into a hippie with flowers in my hair, in full regalia, just ask bajillionaire and CEO Jack Ma about love. Jack, an English major, by the way, has recently been talking about LQ. We all know IQ or EQ. Now there's LQ, love quotient, as an enterprise concept that as we globalize, we must humanize. Humans with virtue, humans with soul, and not machines, must power Earth's progress and our greatest solutions. Our souls are not data. Our humanity is not computational. Love, our connection to one another, is the key to our existence, and we are in need of a love recovery. You know, recently someone pulled me aside and they asked me, what's your greatest contribution in your career? I thought, well, that was a forwarded, rude question, but I'll answer it. And, I should have probably said some achievements, some major results, but the thing that quickly came to mind was empathy. Remember, leadership is influence, decisions, ideas, collaborative approaches. They don't just happen. They don't happen unless you move people forward, unless you win their hearts, unless you are in their circumstance. Connection and empathy are very good business. Slim down the root of what impedes progress at the very task level, anywhere. Family, society, government, business. Studies show that nearly 80% of the time it is because of a breakdown in relationships. Humans disconnecting, and unfortunately and increasingly, humans dehumanizing one another. There it is again, that noise, the negativity. So here's the good news. You're the hope. I really believe that your generation can help find our way back to one another. Yours can be the generation to build a more generative society. Here is a purpose for you. Commit to influencing with more empathy. Do it everywhere you can. It will not fail you. And why you? Your entire time here at the University of Minnesota has been about these ideals. It's what we're talking about. Enter the right brain, human virtues, the love quotient. If not you, who? We need you. We need you. We need you to be the leaders who build relationships and bridge divides, who can help us suspend judgment just long enough, who through creativity and empathy use that to crack open the moments where everyone is heard, where historic wounds can be healed, new stories are told, the truth is revealed, where respect is formed, and new solutions are forged together. You're going to do amazing things in your lifetime, and there are plenty of wide open spaces for your wild and your precious life to step forward. And again, we need you, but we need you to lead with purpose in all of the places in need of a better tomorrow. And like you said, you are ready. May you seek and find your wild life, well lived and well loved. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David. And now we are at the moment that you've been waiting for. I would like to ask the following people to present the degrees. Tom Clayton, Regents Professor Emeritus, English. Lisa Hilbink, Associate Professor, Political Science. Amelius White, Director of Public Engagement in the College of Liberal Arts and the Office of Institutional Advancement. And Gillian Monnier, Associate Professor, Anthropology. Members of the class of 2018, you will cross the stage one by one as your name is read. After you have all returned to your seats, please remain seated until the end of the program. Your commencement will not be complete until Regent Omari confers your degree. And now, on to the business at hand.
So if I get it wrong, I'll just blame you.
Perfect.
We ready? Okay, you'll tell me. I have to read an introduction here. Are we ready now? No. Okay. Before reading the names of the degree candidates in the College of Liberal Arts, I want to provide a brief explanation of the work completed by those students graduating with honors, whose honors are identified by Latin phrase that has laus laudus in it. You'll remember from your high school Latin that means praise. Students who have participated in this rigorous academic program enrolled in a variety of honors courses, maintained a high GPA, completed an honors thesis comprising original work, and in many cases engaged in a variety of co-curricular experiences, including, but not limited to, community-engaged learning, internships, faculty-directed research, organizational leadership, and study abroad. Students graduate with the Latin honors distinctions, cum laude with praise, magna cum laude with great praise, or summa cum laude with highest praise based on the quality of their thesis work and their GPA over the last 2 years of their coursework. Anya Udovic. Laura Hartford.
Alina Vorobyova.
Logan Drussel.
Madeline Reed.
Jenny Herring.
Jacob Halverson.
Lucy Chen.
Lucas Shulichinski.
Allison Norder.
Calvin Stylen.
Carla Koos.
Ashley Hunstad.
Anna Marie
Lillian
Amoroso.
Soki.
Jordan Pagansky.
Ahmadine Riaz.
Yana Garapova.
Marjan Kanpur.
Sharo Sato.
Autumn Odine.
Nicole Sanchez.
Connor Keene.
Angela Spencer.
David Morse.
Laura
Joshua
Sikelski.
Sakona.
Ashley
Madison
Brown.
Yashki.
Ashley Brown.
Caitlin Dirkman.
Lydia McComas. Yingji Su,
Jennifer Vang,
Crystal McMillan,
Jacqueline Adamicki,
Brenna Paulson,
Samara Schumacher,
Emelina Bruckelmeyer Gumont,
William Bigham,
Lee Tran,
Sam Williams,
Morgan Norton,
David Safransky,
Ellie Treblecock,
Benjamin Weber,
Audrey McIntyre,
Derek Spalding,
Subia Mohammed,
Alex Shields,
Yasmin Logan,
Ibsa Barento,
Rachel Dexheimer,
Mohammed Hadafo,
Hunter Tibor,
Jasmine Hardin,
Jane Solomon,
Camille Williams,
Charles Hebner,
Ariel Maya Kanku, sorry, sir,
Carolyn Bade,
Jacob Shahamba,
Justine Wagner,
Dan Fook Van Dong,
Bryce Hoyt,
Urina Cordova Tehran,
Anna Roberts,
Samira Ahmed,
Mackenzie Tibbetts,
Faye Avery Lopez Anacion,
Alexis Wentworth,
Irina Herrera,
Kaylee Thompson,
Cara Cloughton,
Kelsey Rustad,
Aid Aid, Aya Eid,
Aaron Skibba,
Austin Whitman,
Ashland Buck,
Zhu Yang,
Abigail Clark,
Ophir Brezanov,
Zakaria Nigatu,
Ruby Olaitan,
William Stream,
Sophia Survenik, Monica Delgado,
Aaron Hannon,
Trissa Chowdhury,
Wyatt Schuster,
Mackenzie Griffith,
Elijah Michelets,
Samantha Chase,
Nolan Schmidt,
Riley Yeager,
Emily Quast,
Shuang Gao,
Kelly Mutua,
Parker White,
Jenny Tran,
Aditi Jarawala,
Ravina Malhotra,
Divya Pillai,
Mike Utau,
Ubi Smitha Ramsai,
Connie Kong,
Summer Shahid,
Bailey Van Isle,
Sneha Moody,
Leah Van Huben,
Dawood Usman,
Ramla Elmi,
Daisy Kabaka,
Sakushi Zan,
Rachel Matachawa,
Eric Holmberg,
Farumau Saka,
Jacob Dremel,
Bola Koleosho,
Bennett Grider,
Sanhe McGonigal.
Catherine Garcia.
Patrick Richard.
Amber Jager.
Martin Kapch.
Adelaide Curley.
Alexandra Sealander.
Megan Bauer.
Claire Wideneski.
Zachary Hagan.
Anna Weckmuller.
Elizabeth Sheffield.
Sean Christofferson.
Elisa Sanborn.
Robert Rick.
Sylvia Rojas.
Alexander Lietzau.
Anfa Diriye.
Zachary Luther.
Ryan Singh.
Andrew Crawford.
Caitlin Santo.
Kaija Warner. Sorry.
Ryan Martin.
Nicole Donoso.
Alicia Oten.
Britta Dahl.
Khalid Salah.
Wendy Owens.
Abdi Muhammad.
Savannah Burr.
Sarah Landwehr.
Tate Zamanovic.
Alexandra Tiger.
Zhang Nu Sang Yang.
Alec Enke.
Paja Zhang.
Taylor Zellner.
Meng Ji Zhu.
Kaylee Canterbury.
Tyler Llewellyn.
Serene Woletsky Nazal.
Megan
Noah Foy.
Greybell. Matthew Jarvie.
Tanner Johnson Hetchler.
Michael Werzer.
Sophie Dolan.
Nur Ishak.
Amelia Vick.
Monica Bruno.
Laura Dalmida.
Alexander Guck.
Sharon Zhao.
Michael Coleman.
Jessica Kananezi.
Berhe Tesfahun.
Chandrapal Parsan.
V. Lee.
Brendan Michael.
Xingwen Pan.
Errant Hilterman.
ZQ Shi.
Casey Leverdy.
Megentu Ni Naragenril.
Savannah Burnside.
Bayer Dalgor Bayara.
Rachel Pilgrim.
Dangtu Bilgan Dari Hasengbat.
Anna Lieb.
Grace Barcelo.
Natalia Peterson.
Eric Behrens.
Ashley Paddock.
Tao Xiong.
Emma Vinky.
Benjamin Borchert.
Mary Bassett.
Zachary Fitzgibbon.
Kathleen McMeans.
Ashley Wandrick.
Jack Shubat.
Nicholas Pasquale.
Yazin Darwish.
Connor Crowan.
Chelsea Trudgeon.
Victoria Burnett.
Lin Yu Jung.
Thomas DeSalvi.
Tianshu Jiang.
Reed Williams.
Ye Tian.
Eric Stockman.
Bao Zhou Sao.
Ryan Pokorny.
Tiffany Nelson.
Matthew Shepper.
Eric Schneider.
Anna Vitali.
Lucas Nordmeyer.
Lorenzo Nelson.
Devansh Kaura.
Shannon Thielander.
Michaela Boyer.
Veronica Ramirez.
Bailey Shanley.
Nathaniel Thomas.
Madison Kimbrough.
Colin Carr.
Kwai Le Pa.
Kirsten Schoenbauer.
Shayna Phelps.
Sarah Schmidt.
Brandon Steinhilber.
Jordan Keeler.
Abdirazak Ali. Good.
Benjamin Weil.
Adam Tweet.
Madison Smith.
Casey Holman.
Dur Lore.
Ashley Stacy.
Shanshan Liu.
Brett Wickersheim.
Shan Wang.
Jenna Evenson.
Elias Dindorf.
Bailey Lund.
Christopher Leitner.
Melissa Dahlness.
Abigail Sine.
Lee Sass.
Kaylin Langer.
Hamad Alababi.
Kayla Van Batavia.
Derek Anderson.
Michaela Amos.
Dathan Cook.
Nilesh Kawani.
Lydia Neguse.
Hashim Gulzar.
Alian Grant.
Anthony Antel.
Saartu Ahmed.
Cody Franzoni.
Selma Demirovich.
Erin Dickey.
Hunter Peterson.
Thomas Washburn.
Dennis Mila.
Haley Campo.
Xinyu Li.
Catherine Dorner.
Yuhan Ji.
Logan Ottman.
Mengxin Li.
Sho Tanaka.
Jiaming Feng.
Maria Sugiura.
Sijia Zhang.
On Wien.
Wan Yu Wang.
Leah Umadi.
Yehui Luo.
Lauren Bailing.
Shan Zhang. Jen
John-
Yu Yang.
Jonathan Gengler.
Danielle Selbichko.
Bradley Bourne.
Madeline Tillmans.
Marissa Erickson.
Drake Lindholm.
Haley Severson.
Michael Zell.
Samantha Clough.
Maggie Ibis.
Timothy Skowinski.
Maria Rasuli.
Margaret Plumart.
Madeline Rolando.
Rachel Hartwig.
Rochelle LaCourie.
Ari Newman.
Jacqueline Scholler.
Karen Green.
Ryan Bergquist.
Jamie Anderson.
Caleb Odian.
Elliot Fleck.
Taylor Roberts.
Eric Tebow.
Sophie Glazman.
Kaylee Reif.
Sonia Nicolescu.
Christopher Grenfell.
Ana Mendoza Packham.
Devin Orchard.
Olivia Latimer.
Rachel Wyans.
Madeline Harpel.
Riley Schultz.
Cullen Prop.
Samantha Siebemann.
Wei Kian Lin.
Chao Nan Lin.
Helena Pham.
Abigail DeThorne.
Kabao Lee.
Matt Levine.
Ikran Haji.
Sarah Mayer.
Sarah Ella Giefer.
Zoe Lamb.
Isaac Foote.
Megan Amland.
Delaney Cole.
Zhongzhen Zhang.
Catherine Pokorny.
Caitlin Smith.
Larissa Simon.
Runfeng Yin.
Braxton Hockey.
Jiacheng Liu.
Molly Meath.
Patricia Mua.
Elizabeth Amanda Sobol.
Yishi Lewa.
Grace Peterson.
Austin Luing.
Aisha Mitta.
Sneh Bakta.
William Pryor.
Krishna Seng.
Lily Chadwick.
Shraddha Bandaru.
Yanshin Yu.
Samira Akela.
Mary Tao.
Zara Ahmed.
Tom Wyatt Yerka.
Noah Wong.
Madison Sherwood.
Anthony Giombetti.
Quinn Hyman.
Aisha Mohammed.
Alisa Diaz.
Monica Vichet.
Kara Rubenson.
Nastia Popova.
Grant Alex.
Ryan Rooney.
Jun Park.
Federico Romano.
Luciana Tanner.
Thomas Romano.
Allison Gentleman.
Leilani Duberstein.
Emily Nelson.
Aaron Elizondo.
Tyler Colgan.
Vesper Perry.
Kyle Heim.
Elizabeth Jensen.
Jacob Owsley.
Chris Dang.
Evan Olson.
Melissa Niesen.
Brian Wagoner.
Nicholas Benish.
Alexander Jerkoy.
Erin Grace Moran.
Tanya Finnis.
Munira Osman.
Mackenzie Skurat.
Emma Bergeson.
Alicia Slater.
Lauren Baisley.
Travis Bengtson.
Janali Vongsi.
Alyssa Morrison.
Mangying Yan.
Ashley Pettengill.
Ruyan Wan.
Molly Xiong.
Yuxing Sun.
Xinwen Wang.
Thorin Wenner.
Yuhao Li.
Nolan Wyman.
Dongyang Han.
Rostislav Simonov.
Ali Mazzano.
Shiana Wenong Yang.
Hannah Hefferly.
Eric Wynn.
Caitlin Barth.
Pengsu Yang.
Natalie Risch.
Eric Wynn.
Timothy Carroll Anderson.
Andrew Daziel.
Mary Ehrlicher.
Tori Dilla.
Meredith Gingold.
Hannah Mangan.
Allison Miller.
Joseph Rojas.
Brandon Jungman.
Ryan Olson.
Catherine Kelleher.
Madison Nelson.
Chandler Peterson.
Preston Carroll.
Jack Bearden.
Jude Pierce.
Peter Mann.
Sarah Colton.
Christian Van Leerup.
David Hughes.
Dylan Smith.
Peter Downey.
Kirsten Mateoli.
Michael Chandler.
Carvin Atwood.
Luke Finkel.
Ashley Ansolivere.
Catherine Duncan.
Melat Weldeselasi.
Rhett Carlson.
Grusha Agarwal.
Anna Johnson.
Ife Sun.
Inyung Her.
Mariana Nilsson.
Shane Thornton.
Brenda Sanchez Murillo.
Michael Merrick.
Pashasti Bhatnagar.
Paul Kraus.
Rachel Seiler, sorry.
Derek Blom.
Yikai Fan.
Brennan Curti.
Sabrina Diaz.
Suji Kim.
Andrea Ocando.
Jiwon Lee.
Carlos Aranivar Fernandez.
Casey Simons.
Krishna Ravintaran.
Curtis Plum.
Yijing Liu.
Jason Kender.
Shweri Wang.
Jia Yu.
Yes Su.
Runkyu Shu.
Ye Li.
Yanling Gyu.
Nuo Chen.
Yuting He.
Xuyang Xian.
Alex Post.
Jose Minot.
Devin Rabinowitz.
Richard Huntley.
Chuck San Chan.
Joshua Fremder.
Yujie Ho.
Jacob Watson,
Chunhur Hao.
Charles Farrington, Alexander Zhu,
Sir Young,
Benjamin Brady,
Na Chen,
Sawyer Olson,
Zimin Zhu,
Shannon Murphy,
LeQuinn Lee,
Brittany
Wei,
Levy,
Xuan Wei,
Vicky Lee,
Kyi Q,
Nicholas Milosevic,
Tan Ni Choi,
Caleb McMurtry,
Yawa Lee, Xua Jia,
Tahsin Rashid,
Yi An,
Zoe Bougere,
Long Zhang,
Angelique Olsen,
Jingchen Li,
Anthony Palumbo,
Jiari Zhu,
Christopher Wells,
Mingchuan Yang,
Owen Connolly,
Young Wook Kim,
Jacob Berry,
Ki Buan Kim,
Seung Jun Chung,
Frank Wu,
Catherine Torgerson,
Elsie Lee,
Margot Train,
Jingmen Louis,
Sarah Urbas,
Chofan Shi,
Joseph Fonseca,
Sarah Klein,
Colin Broderick,
Maria Caldal,
Allison Gooley,
Aaron Dabson,
Thomas Madison,
Logan Knights,
Sabrina Garrison, Sabrine.
Andrew Choi.
Brandon Wagner.
Chase Johnson.
Alexander Skirto.
Julia Erkins.
Nathaniel Nelson.
Ali Saker.
Ashley Tucker.
Patrick Deckel.
Madison McFarland.
Caleb Benz.
Camden Anderson.
Bjorn Sund.
Megan Longin.
Jaden Mirror.
Alisa Callan.
Abigail Baniel.
Amber Johnson.
Kelly Grimm.
Zachary Wallace.
Joanna Jensen.
John Martinson.
Miles Sebald.
Noah Ostos.
Neil Strongno.
Nicole Rash.
Jan Hansen.
Megan Habish.
Paige McAuliffe.
Shaban Reynolds.
Matthew Corcoran.
Ning Ki Chi.
Michael Hippas.
Xingchan Yu.
Zachary Cosell.
Ryan Tessman.
Joseph Helms.
Jacob Weefel.
Madeline Beal.
Kimberly Klussmeyer.
Alyssa Hokinson.
Christopher Borg.
Christine Stewart.
Fernando Torres.
Nathaniel Sarinsky.
Rofeng Dawn.
Nick Kluge.
Adnan John.
Adam Krieger.
Jacqueline Schnell. Michelle, sorry.
Michael Murtako.
Megan Tacito.
Emily Perkle.
Madison Hagenar.
Margaret O'Neill.
Caitlin Samuels. Pakun Srimani Kulroj.
Charles Bray.
Alexandra Romfo.
Alexandra Berda.
Noah Young.
Miranda Bone.
Mark Sharp.
Shayna Daliden.
Jacob Sprecher.
Eric Rant.
Elizabeth Carlson.
Matt Dietz.
Miranda Olson.
Hannah Donnelly.
Chi Chi Hu.
Herbert Kaczynski. Did I mess this?
Thomas Cheetah.
Scott Hildebrand.
Jillian Barrett.
Adam Schweitzer.
Hock Fu.
Nathan Henderson.
Colin Titus.
Scott Wilson.
Ann Borromeo.
Alana Chappell.
Florence Schrader.
Henri Magashari.
Corbin Buss.
Alexander Hansen.
Andrew Waugh.
Robert Dworsky.
Aidan Kennedy.
Tyler Hamler.
Madeline Kirchhoff.
Gary Singhamton.
Jordan Anderson.
Tyler Law, excuse me.
Daniel Quintero.
Boone Yang.
Tristan Crollo.
Ariel Arjona.
Nina Polson.
Chung Young Lee.
Catherine McCarthy.
Sing Jin Kim.
Madeline Schwartz.
Sing Jin Kim. Go.
Catherine Koss.
Min Soo Kang.
Madeline Sharp.
Ji Hoon Chang.
Joanna Sassin.
Young Jo Kim.
Megan Krotsky.
Hei Jun Jung.
Mary Kimlinger.
Dong Seung Yu.
Jacob Tambernino.
Jinju Park.
Bilal Ascari.
Aaron Person.
Ryan Kerber.
Joseph Ward.
Ian Lambert.
Si Young Kim.
Madison Eckhart.
Ji Hoon Lee.
Bennett Hickey.
Yein Shin.
Annalise Gall.
Sirim Su.
Emma Klingler.
Young Min La.
Olivia Husinkveld.
Jacob Scattergood.
Rachel Lindholm.
Sydney Waterman.
Layla Hussein.
Chelsea Darnall.
Marie Heim.
Rihanna Duncan.
Nina Grove.
Rachel Rudd.
Lauren Mungiam.
Spencer Hood.
Montana Halleck.
Ethan Klein.
Long Trang.
Ryan Manny.
Anna Shuey.
Samuel Erdahl.
David June Kim.
William Lundquist.
Alex Hummel.
Michaela Meyer.
Joy Elizabeth.
Benjamin Russell.
Elise Frieder. How do you know when?
Jason Mulvey.
Julia Layden.
Shane Diaz.
Bridget Higgins.
Matthew Marsh.
Marna Wall.
Robert Williams.
Natalie Avalos.
Ian Cunningham.
Hamza Hassan.
Samantha Gallagher.
Cassidy Cook.
Jessica Oaxaca.
Nicole Bernal.
Madeline Hermans.
Natalie Parker.
Sarah Van Ness.
Brittany Scallon.
Jack Barrett.
Blake Harris.
Wesley Jansen.
Jonathan Dew.
Blake Tim.
Benjamin Varick.
Travis Ernest,
Patrick Erickson,
Drew Pasota,
Luke Kilmartin,
Ryan Garby,
Montez Strodoff,
Brianna Schmidt,
Samuel Benda,
Peyton Kaiser,
Paige Kramer,
Christine Hitomi,
Allison Dodge,
Abigail Rawls,
Morgan Becker,
Santino Reynolds,
Emily Anderson,
Jordan Iwan,
Hannah Foley,
Benjamin Weir,
Kyle Pfeffer,
Nicholas Gonion,
Matthew Bruce,
Sung Jun Cho,
Shannon Kovach,
Andrew Narog,
Jingyi Lee,
Patricia Palermo,
Xiaoyong Liu,
Emma Dunn,
Ning Zhang,
Noah Mikkel,
Davis Rasmussen,
Alexander Feinberg,
Eric Hewitson,
Guadalupe Vallejo,
Samuel Tipping,
Hui Wan Yun,
Maya Liss,
Yunju Lee,
Abigail Kusholik,
Sangjun Park,
Fernanda Basave,
Aurelia Roscoe,
Andrew Swisher,
Nicholas Verben,
Grace Brang,
Madeline Brighus Glick,
Nathan House,
Michael Felland,
Cha Kong,
Josiah Markink,
Ton Hee Fa,
Victoria Long,
Matthew Tincher,
Gina Park,
Seaver Montgomery,
Patrick Bangasser,
Michael Schoen,
Andrew Hewitson,
Lena Brockle,
Yu Kai Lin,
Yu Ten Dong,
Jamie Dunclaw,
Yao Wen Zhang,
Lucas Nguyen,
Yinhuo Li,
Philip Paulson,
Xin Quan Wang,
Kara
Daisy Vaughn.
Detlefson, Kara Detlefson,
Sangha Li,
Luke Odenthal,
Christian Carcanas,
Olivia West,
Matias Mera,
Gregory Simandl,
Edward Cusco,
Michael Valverde,
Abdirahman Sheikh Mohammed,
Ryan Sigurdsson,
Hunan Khan,
Jacob Sandvig,
Roba Ibro,
Joseph Stanek,
Abdirahman Haji.
Chloe Prodanovic.
Mohammed Abdi.
Mikhail Mullah.
Ahmed Idris.
Dominic Leonard.
Suleiman Adan.
Derek Mo.
Abdirahman Inshar.
Adam Puvi.
Abdirazak Ahmed.
David Munson.
Zeshu.
Elizabeth Mullen.
Xiang Ke.
Emily Wolf.
Jundin.
Anna Frund.
Chongyan Ye.
Sarah Walker.
Jillian Chen.
Ifan Hu.
Lingyun Luo.
Zishuan Li.
Zainab Yusuf.
Xiaoyi Xiao.
Lina Hamza.
Wanning Liu.
Shema Las.
Giancarlo de Guzman.
Fardosa Sheikh.
Spencer Beggs.
Samira Diri.
Harry Booth.
Zuhur Abukar.
Kao Kerr.
Sauda Hassan.
Joshua Yang.
Lensa Ali.
Vu Deng.
Samsan Yusuf.
Maggie McClure.
Juman Hamade.
Alex Pieper.
Saida Rahman.
Duo Chuan Chen.
Eman Aitedawad.
Ike Gong.
Mabura Jaferovich.
Yanchen Li.
Shamsa Dayo.
Shenmeng Zhao.
Naima Abdi.
Hannah Brustad.
Ayan Ilmugi.
John Herzog III.
Mohammed Abdul Qadir.
Michael Wang.
Kaylee Grunseth.
Cassidy Humpert.
Rana Hussein.
Maya Burke.
Zachary Altman.
Paige Hill.
Drew Johnson.
May I please ask the audience to quiet down? Thank you. Madison Dibble.
Carrie Virgin.
David Blondin.
Benjamin Service.
Kayla Morris.
Jorge de la Cruz.
Alexis Habeck.
Benjamin Shirey.
Benjamin Stewart.
Jun Shin.
Vikram Puram.
Samantha Weiss.
Vasanth Lakshmipathy.
Catherine Bautel.
Jaslyn Vig.
Sishuan Ren.
Jasmine Gill.
Hanshuan Wang.
Adi Panugonda.
Moma.
Abby Hebler.
Xuan Xie.
Danielle Shane.
Rohit Asirvatam.
Katrina Vang.
Kuxuan Shi.
Aaron Schumacher.
Paul Fisher.
Andrea Lee.
Chek Hand Ng.
Ku Hang.
Hun Ji Han.
Alan Langsavat.
Yi Kyun Lee.
Tim Johnston.
Byungchol Park.
Vinit Vagani.
Won Jae Jung.
Spencer Pearson.
Kayla Snell.
Brianna Kadlek.
Isha Chitnis.
Ryan Burke.
Asraf Najon.
Ryan Lurch.
Mohammed Heikel.
Ryan Mather.
Katarina Mateus.
Sriram Madirala.
Alyssa Ung.
Damian Snowden.
Tan Lim.
Lauren Mankey.
Ivan Ku.
Nicole Zettler.
Rong Chenpang.
Sanchuan Lee.
Archana Sundaralingam.
Michael Vinya.
Hyunhee Jung.
Moto Kobayashi.
Kusin Tang.
Shiku Morishita.
Melissa Ko.
Nels W. Schaefer.
Nan Le.
Kevin Brummer.
Paul Tae.
Sachin Mangalik.
Dara Pribadi.
Howie Tufa.
Igar Raditya.
Joanna Cornejo Cisneros.
Nicholas Anderson.
Ana Aleman Gonzalez.
Alex Lagarde.
Diana Perez.
Emma Elmquist.
Nidia Mena.
Alondra McDowell.
Marta Miranda Johnson.
Michael Liu.
Drew Lambert.
Lorna Ball.
Laura Wettering.
Mackenzie Grimes.
Valentine Metz.
Olga Mastrodemos.
Kashayar Podestan.
Elliot Bussey.
Alisher Kasim.
Chaz Eddington.
Yinuo Zhang.
Sarah Wohlstorff.
Shuan Liu.
Julia Ziegler.
Yiping Pang.
Ryan Valancourt.
Tian Shi.
Kaylee Hildebrandt.
Jingge Ma.
Amy Verando.
Jingyu Zhang.
Mariah Berner.
Xuechun Wang.
Sirin Benabila.
Donghao Yang. Shuo Kong. Wang Wen. Mitchell Rawling. Jade Addington. Ashley Manicor. Michael Zubkov. David Trung. Kathy Zheng Yu Chin. Alexander Hockey. Alec Borsacker. Calvin Nguyen. Mingya Ma. Connor Sun. Yuanzong Zhang. Prince Vincent. Zhongyi Sun. Daniel Sivanich. Mike Win. Hyun Suk Lee. Yoonji Lee. Davona Thomas. Brandon Kiefer. Aspen Cooper. Hannah Felicki. Amal Ali.
Goldie Gopher! Dean Coleman, it is my pleasure to present the 2018 College of Liberal Arts degree candidates.
It is now my pleasure and honor to ask Regent Abdul Amari to formally confer the degrees. Regent Omari, I am honored to present to you the candidates who have completed requirements in the College of Liberal Arts for their undergraduate degrees.
right, how y'all feel about a selfie? Y'all good with that? All right, so all y'all on that side, I need y'all to come over here, and then we'll do this. That was a joke. But I am gonna take a selfie. I see you, Goldie. My people, my people, my people. Thank you, Dean Coleman, for having me. David, I now know why I prefer Pandora over Spotify. We share our alma mater. Every day, graduates, I encourage you to do 3 things. Think critically, very critically. CLA alums, that should be easy. Intentionally connect with yourself, with the world, with other people. Don't be Minnesota nice. When you see somebody, say what's up. All right? You don't have to stop and speak, but give them a little what's up. And lastly, show emotion every day. Laugh, a good hearty laugh, sometimes cry, whatever it is. Think critically, intentionally connect, and show emotion, and we'll live a full life. The real reason I'm here. As you are able, will the graduates please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the Regents of the University of Minnesota, I now confer upon you the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our graduates. Congratulations to family and friends. So you all have many, many reasons to be proud of the accomplishments you take with you into the communities of Minnesota, our nation, and the world. We will be very proud to welcome you back on your next visit to campus officially as alumni of the College of Liberal Arts at the University of Minnesota. So we have just one small detail for you to take care of. I would invite you all right now to move your tassel from the right side to the left side. You are now graduates of the University of Minnesota. In closing, please join our soloist, Philip Zavisha, in singing Minnesota, Hail to Thee, and then let the celebration begin.
Our sons and daughters.